So I want to talk about everything we know about the Z Fold 6 coming out in July. Now, obviously, this is an article posted here by gsmarena.com, but it kind of highlights a lot of the problems slash a lot of the, you know, typical issues I feel like whenever there are two iterations of a cell phone. So first off, what is going to be different between the Z Fold 5 and Z Fold 6? Well, not much actually. It's not really much of an upgrade. It's going to be cheaper. Number one. Number two, it will launch in July. Number three, it will go ahead and not have 200 megapixel camera, but it will have pretty much the same exact cameras as the Z Fold 5. It's rumored to have almost the same exact battery. I believe it is the same exact battery. It's going to have a bigger outside display, pretty much same size inside display, tad bit bigger. But other than that, it's going to be pretty much exactly the same as the Z Fold 5. It's going to have thinner frame with a wider cover display, but that's pretty much it. The Z Fold 6 Ultra is where they're going to actually upgrade the phone. That's where you're going to see 200 megapixel camera. That's where you're going to see an increase in the battery size. That's where you're going to see all the upgrades that you would want to go ahead and get. Now again, the Z Fold 6 is going to be a cheaper iteration, but it's not coming out. It's going to be coming out in July, but it's not going to be later on in the year in October, November is when the Ultra is actually going to come out. And that's the one that people are going to want to buy. So the 6 is for someone who is just joining the foldable phone industry. They want to get a foldable phone. They don't want to spend that much money. I mean, it's still going to be expensive, but they don't want to spend as much as the Ultra one will be, which will most likely sit in a price tag of $2,000. So they kind of just want to, get into it, but they don't want to spend that much crazy money. So pretty much the Z Fold 6, which is funny here because the Z Fold 5 was called the same thing. The Z Fold 6 is going to be the Z Fold 4.2222222. Because they call it the Z Fold 5, the Z Fold 4S. This is going to be the 4SS or the 4S Plus. That's what this Z Fold 6 is going to be. It's literally just going to be a Z Fold 4 with a little bit better upgrades here and there, but not much of a difference. It's the Z Fold 6 is going to be really the upgrade. That's when the 6 Ultra is going to be the upgrade. That's where you're going to want to pick up, and if you can spend the money and you have the money, it's going to be worth the upgrade. But again, that's not coming out till later in the year, and we don't know exact release date of that phone or the specs. Now, I'm going to guess at the Unpacked event in July, when they show off the Z Fold 6, they're probably going to show off the 6 and the 6 Ultra, and they're going to give us a little bit of specs. They're going to tell us, hey, this is what, the 6 Ultra will give you, this is how much it's going to cost, and all that kind of stuff. And then they'll probably say, by the way, this is going to come out later in the year, so if you want this, you're going to have to wait for it. That would be my guess when it comes to the Ultra. But for the 6, again, it's not really going to be an upgrade. It's going to be just a new version of a phone for the general public who has a candy bar cell phone, who wants to kind of keep that similar type design. Because we know Z Fold 6 and the Ultra, well, yes, the cover display is bigger. It's not a candy bar cell phone or a Pixel Fold bigger. It's like a tad bit long, a little bit thicker, but also longer. It's more narrow, but it's less narrow than the Z Fold 5. So again, like I said, if you're thinking about picking these phones up, I probably wouldn't pick up the Z Fold 6 unless you just really love the Z Fold 5 and you want a tad bit of an upgrade. Like a tiny upgrade, or you just love the Z Fold 4 and you want a 4S Plus. That's pretty much what the Z Fold 6 is going to be. But when it comes to the Ultra, that's what's going to be competing with the Pixel Fold 2 and the OnePlus Open 2. That is what's going to actually matter and what Samsung is going to be working on and trying to focus on. The Z Fold 6 is a nothing burger, but the Z Fold 6 Ultra, that is where you want to put your money and probably your time if you really are enthusiasts and you want to pick up this phone. But if you're just like, hey, listen, I just want to get a foldable phone, Z Fold 6 might be your option. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next one. Peace out.